Today I'm going to be covering 3 biggest mistakes that you can make when it comes to starting your fat loss journey. If you guys don't know me, I'm Elizabeth with Elizabeth Era Fitness. I have my 4-year degree in kinesiology, CSCS. I'm a holistic nutritionist and I'm a gas practitioner, and I'm here to share with you all the knowledge to help you reach your goals. And gosh, I just want to share so much with you today. So what we're going to start off with is when you are starting your fat loss journey, there's just so much information out there. So I want to provide you with 3 of the things that I wish I knew when starting off that would have helped me get where I am today even faster. So we're going to start off with my first one. My first one would be doing too much too fast. I'm going to break that down for you. So what I mean is, when we start a fat loss journey, we want to drop that weight. We get really excited. We're like, I want to lose a couple pounds in a week. And what happens is we just automatically take ourselves to that 1,200 calorie diet. We just go into an extreme deficit, not looking at where we were prior, as well as we start doing cardio every day, maybe 40 minutes a day. And it's basically like we went from 0 to 100. And what happens? So the longer you're on a caloric deficit, your body actually adapts. So if you make these big changes so fast, the first week you may lose a couple pounds fast. But as your body adapts to that and starts to hit the plateaus, you already cut your calories so much and you're already at high amounts of cardio. To where are you going to cut that to? And is that actually going to be sustainable? So instead of going too hard, too fast with cutting your calories and too much cardio, I would say do this. I would say start by tracking your macros for 3 days. Track your weight for 3 days. Take a baseline at where you are at with your calories and start on a small deficit. It could be 300 to 500 calories in that day. And then write out your macros to follow for a week. Start off with maybe 4 20-minute walking cardio sessions, and then follow those macros for a week. Start off with 4 walking cardio sessions, and then take your average of your weight each week and see if you're on that slight deficit. If you're losing around 10% of your body weight in a week, I would say that's a good starting point. And then keep those macros as you're losing the weight until your body starts to hit the plateau, and then cut a little bit more calories, maybe 40 more carbs, a couple fat, and add in the cardio from there. So start off with small deficit, small amounts of cardio, and then as your body hits that plateau, make the adjustments. My number 2 mistake would be not looking at, not making a plan. You basically, I would say, look at your calendar. See what you have going on in the next few months. If you have a lot of family outings or trips or just a lot of things that are not going to allow you to adhere to your diet, adhere to getting in the cardio and doing everything, then maybe this isn't the best time for you to go into a fat loss, and maybe your time would be better spent right now focusing on building lean muscle mass. And then in a few months, when you look at your schedule and you have a good 16 weeks or so to just really dial in on your nutrition, not a lot of family outings where you're gonna have to meal prep or just be off track with things, that may be a better time for you to go into that. So my second tip would be look at your schedule, see if you have a good 16 weeks of just open availability to where you could really dive into your diet. And if it's going to be very hectic and chaotic with stress and everything for you, that may not be the ideal time to do a fat loss phase. So maybe spend more time building some muscle and then go into that in a few more weeks once you have that availability. My number 3 biggest mistake would be doing something like a fad diet that is not sustainable. We hear it all the time. Cut out all your carbs. Do this juice cleanse. There's so many different things out there, different diets and trends. And before you do something like that, ask yourself, is this gonna be sustainable for me 6 months to a year from now? Because if you can cut out the carbs the rest of your life and follow your juice cleanse the rest of your life, if that's not sustainable for you 6 months to a year from you, neither are your results gonna be. your body needs carbohydrates, guys, and for every 1 gram of carbs, your body holds on to 3 to 6 grams of water. So with protein and fats, it does not do that. So you may see that initially when you cut carbs, your body starts flushing out the water, you start losing some weight. But as soon as you get the carbs back in your diet, if you're no longer on a deficit, your body's gonna hold on to the water. That's just absolutely normal. It's a function of the body. And do you need juice cleanses and everything to get you where you are? No. You need a balanced diet with a good amount of carbs, fat, and protein. Balance out your strength training protocol, implement small amounts of cardio, and do something that's going to be sustainable for you. So I want to go over them one more time for you guys. Number one biggest mistake would be going too hard, too fast. So track your macros, see where your maintenance calories are. Start off with a slight deficit of maybe 300 to 500 calories a day with a little bit of cardio. Weigh yourself each week, follow your macros, take the average and adjust from there, okay? Step number 2, look at your schedule. See if you have a good 12, 16 weeks to really dial in on your diet. Go into this fat loss area. And if you don't, focus the time building more muscle until you have that time. So it's not stressful for you and you it's not chaotic. It should be like, no, it's a journey, it's fun. And then my last tip, guys, remember, do not fall into the fad diets of doing a juice cleanse, cutting your carbs, and all these other crazy things out there. Find balance and ask yourself before doing anything crazy, is what I'm gonna be doing gonna be sustainable 6 months to a year from now? Because if it isn't, neither are your results going to be. If you guys are interested in coaching, I'm gonna put all my information below for you, but it's elizabethahler.info is my website. I have everything there with my programs, pricing. I would love to work with you, and if you have any questions, you can email me at elizabethahlerfitness@gmail.com. Make sure to subscribe, like, share this with your friends if you guys would like more education, nutrition, and training